All right, guys, I'm here, I'm live, and it is January 10th, 2025. I was not expecting TikTok to also potentially be ruled to get banned today. So, in honor of that, and in honor of world building, and in honor of where do creatives go, we are here, we're live, and we're gonna be doing Seers Tank tonight. Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? And so Sears Tank is basically my play on Shark Tank. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have six contestants throughout the night come on. Not at the same time, obviously. But each contestant is gonna have 1 minute to pitch a idea to me. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to make note of it. And then what we're going to do in my actual world app is those that are actually having access to my world, which is what I call seers, which are creative visionaries. They're going to decide who wins and who actually gets access to the prize. Now, granted, I'm no shark, so I don't got millions of dollars to give away, but I do have resources and I do have an iPad. So the winner of Sears Tank, whoever gets voted in to be the winner for Sears Tank, does actually win an iPad. Am I late? No, we just started. Hey y'all, come on in, come on in. And so one thing that I really appreciate everyone's patience before we get into it. I do appreciate everyone's patience of getting like my world set up. Again, granted, like this is a world app that I've been building. And so sometimes there are like some bugs. We did fix them though. So if you click that in my bio, you know, that's where you go to become a seer, and that's who is voting on who wins. Oh, well, I was like, wait, is this the girl who creates your own shit? You really helped. Thank you so much. Yes, I am that girl, and I'm so excited. And yeah, so because I was very hesitant, I didn't know where TikTok was gonna go. I was like, yo, like I'm telling everyone to build their own thing, but I should also have my own thing. So I created my own world, and again, like I don't really necessarily want to be the person choosing the winner here. I think that that's not my place. But I do think that collectively, community wise, like that is kind of like why I want y'all to decide who gets this iPad. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not really about my opinion about building your own shit, because as some of you already know, like I have my own agency, so I'm pretty solid on that. I think it's a level of supporting each other and also like getting feedback. You know, a lot of times when we have ideas, when we have things that we're working on, who do we go to? We go to our friends, we go to our loved ones, we try to get their opinions and things like that. Are you on IG as well? I want to keep following. Yes, I am on Instagram. My Instagram is at Gen Z Exec. So same as my TikTok. But yeah, definitely created my metaverse. Yes, so if you guys haven't joined Sears World, it is okay. I'm not going to make the voting poll go live until after this live is done. So bear with me, but the voting period will be for 3 days. So I just want to make sure that you guys know how this is going to run. We're going to have people come up, 6 different types of people, and pitch. In Sears World, we're then going to drop in the polling link, and that's going to be live for 3 days. So you guys are going to have 3 days to get people, and excuse the nails, y'all. It's a snow day. I'm going to get them done, I promise. But we're going to have people vote for 3 days, and the winner will be announced on Monday. Because I want to give people some time. Again, it's the weekend. Things happen. We just found out about the TikTok news. So I want to make sure that like everyone has the opportunity to like scope out the different pitches, and y'all get to decide. So we good? We ready? We ready to get started? We ready to get into it? I've been hinting this for at least a week now. So I don't want to hear, oh, I'm not ready. Oh, I'm not prepared. If y'all come up here, but also know, like, I'm not going to bite. Like, I'm not mean. So it's just a matter of who wants to come out here and pitch their ideas first. Request it. Yeah, like request to get in the live, and we will start and get into it. Should I add music? Like, again, this is like a first. All right, Layla, I see you. How do I do that, y'all? Hey, perfect timing. Hey. Okay, let's gonna do with Love You by Lord first. All right, hold on. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Who am I speaking with?
My name is Eberechi.
Ooh, Hello, Eberechi.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, nice to meet you. Say what's up, y'all. We are doing Seers Tank. It's gonna be our creative version of Shark Tank, and y'all get to decide who wins this iPad. So what's up, girl? I've been seeing you. You were in my live earlier today, so I appreciate you tapping it back in with me.
Uh, I'm ready to pitch if you are. So,
I'm ready, girl.
okay, let me just turn on
Start.
my camera. I can't show my face because you have to see my website, but
Okay. Name sound expensive. That's what I'm saying, right? Like the branding already, like it's given. All right, let me put 1 minute on. Let me know when you're ready to share your screen. All right.
I'm having a problem turning on my camera.
That's so weird. Hold on. That's so weird. It says that you don't have access to join with video, and I don't know why. That's so weird. This is the first time this happened. Is your camera usually off?
Um, I haven't really joined live with a camera on before, so
That's probably why. So we'll make the exception, and you're the first one, so we'll make the exception. So all good. 1 minute pitch. Yep, 1 minute. That's it. That's all y'all getting.
I do really want y'all to see my website though. So,
I mean, it's because of her follower count, I think. Oh, probably in her settings. Let's see. Do you want to come and figure it out and then come back and join back?
yes.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna put her on hold, and then you just send another request in when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, cool. All right. All right, y'all. Who's ready to pitch? We got an iPad, a fresh. I feel like I don't want to say like we have an iPad because it sounds so salesy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey, Layla.
Hi, can you see me?
I can't. Well, no. That's so weird.
Oh, goodness. Can you see me?
What is going on,
Is it
y'all?
lagging?
It says. Oh yeah, I can see you now. Perfect. Perfect. Ooh, and you look like you are staying warm. Hold on.
Yeah, it's the bad connection. I'm trying to make this work because I actually have to be somewhere, but I'm still trying to make it a moment, you know?
I
So
appreciate you. I love
everybody
you.
hear me?
Yes, we can. Hey, Layla.
Okay. Hey, my name is Layla. Um, Hello, Seers. My idea today, I call it Art is Tasty. I'm an abstract artist, so I create artwork, but I wanted to get more into the community, especially in where I am, which is Atlanta. And I want to blend more art within spaces and kind of force art into other spaces. And this Art is Tasty is a series that I'll be doing where we create artwork for smaller restaurants as well as shouting them out. So we go around these restaurants and we, try their food. It's just like what you would see on someone as a cow that makes food and just like tries different food.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, we create art for them for the theme of their restaurant or just like as a gift, kind of like to give them art. And I think this is a good way to nudge community building as well as, yeah, yeah.
Any closing remarks? You have 10 seconds left.
Say that again?
I was gonna ask if you had any closing remarks because you had 10 seconds left, but that's your pitch. It was great. You did it under a minute. So thank you. So let me just ask you a few questions. When you say art and like creating art for restaurants, one, I love the fact that you want to empower other businesses. I think that's so important, being service-based. But I'm curious, when you say art, are you talking like commission art? Are you talking about things that you're painting? Are you talking about content art? Like, are you talking about videos? Like, what specifically is that art that is tasty?
Right. So it will be, I typically create portraits, so paintings in particular. So it could be paintings that are really larger canvases, mural work, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And even to the point of creating artwork on a physical, traditional art, creating that, and like I said, forcing that in this arena, in this space.
No, I love this. I love this. And what got you into that? Like, I'm so curious.
It's so funny. I was painting, I was drawing, and I was like, I am so hungry. I really want to figure out a way. Just like I was painting, and I'm like, what if my art could inspire and share? What if I could share my art? The concept of me hungry, wanting to eat, as well as art, doing art stuff. I was like, let's blend that, okay? So
Yeah,
that's really what it was. So yeah,
I love
that's
that.
the idea.
Super organic, but also like making it intentional. I love that. Does anyone in the chat have any questions for Layla? Look, if she's on the run too, so y'all better catch her while we
Yeah,
still got her. Like, thank you
exactly.
also too for being on top of it. Like, I so appreciate that, and I love like just like the resiliency. I'm gonna let the chat see if they have any questions that they want to ask you. If not, then you will hear
Okay.
back on who is winning this iPad, and then of course like when it comes into like voting, if you want like your loved ones or anyone to vote, they can access the voting link through Seers World. So just know like you can not influence the votes, but if you want to
Right,
have
but
like
you
your loved
can.
ones and supporters
Yeah.
to support you, they definitely can.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. It's yours. All right. Thank you, Layla. We will keep you
Thank
posted.
you.
And be
Oh,
safe
quick
out
question.
here
Do
in the
they have to
cold.
sign up to do the voting?
Yeah, they do.
Got you.
All right. All
Okay.
right.
Thank
Have a good
you.
one. Be safe.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. All right, y'all. That was nice. I like that a lot. All right, sorry. I'm hosting, but I'm reading the comments. I need like a mod. Eventually. Eventually. What type of ideas are we pitching? I'm not slow. I just joined late. You're good. You're good. Any types of ideas, they are really more so like creative based, as y'all know. Like I'm all about creativity, supporting creators. And so that is really what I'm about. So that's kind of the ideas that we're pitching. But it can literally be any type of idea. Again, the winner will receive an iPad. So this is a matter of however you deem yourself, how you deem, you would use the iPad or whatever resources, like that is more so up to you. I'm just here to create that platform for other people to get access to it. All right, let's see. I have two people in the queue. All right, so I'm going to do D Will because he was in here, and then MK, you're next. If you can put your cameras on, I would so appreciate that. Just so people can see you. Hey, D Will, or is it D? What you want me to call you?
D Will is cool, but
All
hey,
right.
let me figure out how to turn on my camera. Uh, oh, there we go.
Hold
Can,
on.
can you see me?
No, not yet. Hold on, hold on. All right, I just sent you a request to put your camera on. All right, I see you.
Now, hi. Excused about it. I'm just getting up and stuff. But I am the founder and CEO of a company called The Creators Corner.
Mm.
We just launched last year, towards the end of last year. And essentially, the mission is to create immersive and collaborative experiences for creatives that nurture artistic expression, prioritize holistic well being, and build community. So, as a creative myself, I realized that a lot of us feel the pressure to fund and launch our careers by ourselves.
Hmm.
And, there's a famous saying that says, if you want to go fast, you go alone, but if you want to go far, you go together.
Right.
So, with that being said, I wanted to incorporate like spiritual health, mental health, all that good stuff. And in doing so, we would do like creative retreats. We actually had our first event a couple months ago where it was like a networking mixer kind of situation. And yeah, I have plans to start a podcast as well where we bring on different creatives and just dive into topics that make creatives human. Um,
Mm.
and yeah, just do things like retreats, like I said, like renting out an Airbnb, getting a whole bunch of creators from all different walks of life, like artists, dancers, and just creating, and really emphasizing community building, and making sure that we know that we're not alone as we all chase our dreams together. So
Absolutely. That's super sick. And thank you for what you're doing for the creative community too. Like we need more spaces. Where are you based if you don't mind me
yeah,
asking?
me too.
I know that's kind of weird because we're on the internet, but I'm just curious where you're at.
I'm based in LA right now.
Oh, Ella, well, I hope you're safe and the
Yeah,
weather and air quality is not too crazy.
Yeah, I'm not too close to the fires, thank God. So I'm good.
Okay, thank God. Okay, cool. And I mean, I am curious though too, like what got you into helping creative people? I mean, I know a lot of us in culture like or are always like surrounded by it growing up, but I'm curious like what made you move from just being like a consumer of creativity, but like actually moving forward to like no, like I want to be a curator of that. Like what got you into that?
Yeah. So I am a creative myself, obviously. Like I dance and do a whole bunch of other stuff. And dance specifically is a very competitive industry.
Hmm.
Like everybody is like tunnel vision, it's like very cutthroat. And being in those spaces, being in rehearsals and just seeing how people are like, I don't want to say nasty, but it can be, a little dark at times.
Hmm.
It's just like, nah, like we don't have to be in competition. Like there's room for everybody. There's enough jobs for everybody. What can I do to get people to wake up? Excuse me. And on the same tip, like I realized people were neglecting their humanity for the sake of their career.
Hmm.
Like you guys can still go have fun. We can still go like play basketball, like meditate, do all that stuff to
Hmm.
keep our like I said, humanity in balance as well as our career. So yeah, that's a short answer.
That's a great reasoning, and we do need that because the competitiveness does get kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. I mean, you sold it to me, but I'm curious if anyone in the chat has any questions or any notes or any insights that they want to get more insight into. Because as you know, I will not be deciding who wins this iPad. The community will be. But also, and this is for everyone listening as well as for yourself.
Mhm.
I will be announcing the platform that I use to create my own world. So
Okay.
y'all can do the same because I don't want to be the only person that has her own world because I think even like you said, like the creators corner, that's just like a really cool space. And now that we know where TikTok is headed, it's important for you to have that home base. But what kind of creatives are you working with right now? Is what
Uh,
MK asks.
all different types: dancers, artists, music artists, producers, whoever literally wants to be creative or is a creative. We're actually on Instagram,
I was
and
gonna ask you that.
yeah, if I can drop the at one second, I'll type it out.
All right, cool. Yes, make sure people know where to find you. And then it says, William, please recap this. And yes, we will. Yes. So the recap will be on my YouTube and in the world. And of course, with the worlds, I can always do a separate live so you guys know how to make your own. But yes. And then the last question from MK was who helps you in your circle? And I would also just reword this question of like who in your tribe is supporting you?
Not a soul.
Really?
Nah, it's just me. Like it's all funded out of my own pocket. Like
Wow.
I'm really thugging, so I need help. So
I get that. And but honestly, that makes me just add so much more respect, especially when you don't have anybody supporting you, because that's how you know like that's something you're really passionate about, something that you move with the utmost like integrity and passion for. Like it really be like that. Like I tell a lot of people, and not to get too much into it, but a big reason why I even started this series, How to Build Your Own Shit, was literally because it was just me. So like a lot of the platforms that I was finding, it was just me on the internet in a deep rabbit hole. I'm like, damn, like I wish I would have known about this months ago. So kudos to you. I'm giving you your flowers regardless. And of course, like on Monday, we'll be announcing the winner of, and we'll get those details and all that stuff. But yes, make sure you are sure you are. Oh, okay. But thank you, D. Well, make sure you still, tune in. And again, like I said to Layla, like the link for people to vote, the recap will be in the world, but also, the link is in that first little bubble. So if you want to send it to some friends, even if family members, friends, I know you said it's just by yourself, but if there are people in your circle that you do think that would support, like feel free to send it to them so they can vote for you.
cool. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye. All right, y'all. We got some people in the pipeline. We're gonna do MK next because he's been in here for a while. Or she. I don't know. Let's see. Hey MK, what's up?
Yo, you hear me?
I can hear you, but it says that you don't have access to join with video. I don't
100
know.
followers. I'm chilling inside. Can I talk? I can talk like this. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. What's up?
All right. So yo viewers, your name is Sierra, right? Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I have a reoccurring project for the rest of the year, or at least the next 6 months. I'm gonna see where that goes. And then I have personal projects. I'm gonna say the reoccurring one. I think that's more, I don't know, valuable, but I'm just talking about that. So it's called New York Meets Melbourne. I met this creative director online. Her name is Bree, and we've talked. We've been friends for like 4 or 5 years, right? Then 2023 December, no June, I asked, "Can I help you with your project?" Because she's creative directing it, and then she's like, "Nah, I kind of got that part fixed, but we could do something else." So since she's in Melbourne and I'm in New York, I'm like, "All right, we could do a platform where we kind of where I interview people in New York, right? Like photographers, models, dancers. So I'm gonna focus on creatives, but not just one spectrum. If you look on YouTube, I said this in my intro video for the documentary series. You don't find a broad channels. Like everything focuses on one category, if that makes sense. If you look up painters, you're gonna find surrealist painters, then you gotta scroll down, then you find abstract, you know what I mean? So I wanted to focus on the whole spectrum. So we did our Google form or Google like questions, whatever that is. We got like 30 responses. So I made a Google Doc for that, and I just got to interview creatives now because I did my intro video, talk about myself and my path and kind of what I'm interested in filming. But I got to record my first actual episode for it.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
yeah, so I got to find. I have an idea in mind, but I got to build up on top of that first. I know CapCut might be going away. They said with the TikTok ban, so I'm trying to find a software right now for like
Yeah.
video editing. So that's my community based like creative project platform type of thing. It's like collaboration with my friend overseas. I'm done talking. And
No,
now
I love this though. I mean, I love it because one, like I was able to understand the direction that you're going in, even within like the minute time frame. So I do appreciate that because sometimes people like to paint the picture, but I instantly got it. I am curious though, like I know you said CapCut's probably gonna go away with TikTok, so you're trying to figure out like some new software that you potentially use. But I am curious, like when you're interviewing people, especially for, those listening in, who is this platform for, right? Like I know you're interviewing creative people, but like when it comes to people actually tuning in into listening, like who is that ideal person that you would want to listen to this platform that you and your friend are creating?
so one, I would be in online, right? You've been in space, you obviously develop yourself. You either learn from a creator, get inspired by them, or you entertain them, right? So throughout the series, it could be all three. I'm saying, like, we could have certain episodes where it's like we drop blog posts or certain books around community building or finances for a creative, and then some could be straight entertainment. Maybe it could be an episode around dances or models or something, and then I record like a show going on in the Bronx or Brooklyn or Harlem, anywhere like that. And it could also be inspiring because like I'm starting myself. If you knew me more, or people on here, like I have a lot of lore. Obviously, I guess like everybody else, I'm 24, but like I've been through a lot in where I'm from and what I'm doing right now. So as I'm trying to post myself online, spread my word, this, that, and the third, people could also follow me because I'm not deep in, like I don't got 10K followers, 100K. I'm still early myself, so it's also like I'm damn near like your friend, your big brother, almost in a way.
Yeah.
I just gotta keep building that up though. We're very early on, bro.
No, I
And
got
so,
you.
it's not just in interviews. I said that, but I'm trying to like talk fast. I know I don't got that much time. But it's also just like just community stuff. Like I could put a post out online from the page for the actual platform. Be like, yo, everybody link up. Let's do a photography walk.
Yeah.
Everybody link up. Let's meet up here for painting in the park because it's a summer, like something like that. Feel me?
Yeah, no, I get that. And I love that you're focused on peer to peer too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we see a lot of people take that approach of like, no, like we're the same age, but like we're learning together. And I think that's super important, especially right now. Because literally we all found out about the TikTok ban is going through. We got a week left. So this is going to be on like a real content creation crunch time. Like, where are we going to go? Who are we connecting with? And making sure that we're leaving here with something tangible, even though the platform won't be here. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. I took my notes. Does anyone have any additional questions? And again, like I said, with the two other attendees and participants, the winner will be announced on Monday. Again, you guys all have the opportunity to cast your vote of who you guys think is deserving of this iPad Pro. But the winner will be announced on Monday. So this will
Is
not
it I don't want to cut you off. It's Monday at 6, maybe, or like
I mean,
early.
yeah, I was gonna do Monday at 12, but that gives people more time. So yeah, I'll do that
Yeah.
Monday at 6 p.m. That's cool.
Oh, can I do my other two ideas or just one?
It was just one.
Okay. And one iPad, right? Or two.
Just one.
I you got it. I'm done. All right,
All
everybody
right.
be safe. Stay safe.
All right, you too. Bye.
You too.
All right, y'all. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on all these comments. Okay, it says I'm in the line. Yes, you are. Thank you for allowing me to join. This is inspired my interest. I appreciate that, guys. Again, like I just want us to understand, like it's not impossible and it's not unfeasible to see yourself like in other people. You know what I mean? And I think that was like the big intention behind doing this and having you guys also vote of who's deserving of this iPad, because a lot of times when you are kind of doing your own shit, it's so easy to get caught up in the idea that it's just you, you're by yourself, you're the only person with this vision. Sometimes it is only the people in your family or the people in your immediate circle, but that does not necessarily mean that you're the only person. So I love this and I love that we're going through this, and I'm just so appreciative that you guys are like locking in, because this is why I created it, because I also felt like I was the only person that had this creative vision or certain things I wanted to build for myself. And I didn't necessarily feel as supported by, not saying that I don't have support, but the people close to me, like I don't think they really understood what I was trying to go for. So this is so dope and so cool. And I just appreciate everyone's participation. Okay, we'll do your next. If I'm also messing up anybody's name, please let me know. I do not want to fuck it up.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
How are you?
Oh, okay. I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
It's oh well, my real name is Jarrell, but I go by Mofundo because I like to
Mofundo?
have more fun though.
I'm weak. That's funny. All
It's
right.
it's it's part of what I'm trying to create as a creative myself. So I'm gonna give you my little pitch and
All
then
right. Give me
whatever.
1 second. All right. You ready?
Are you ready?
I, I'm ready.
I don't even know. My camera's not working, but also
It's
I'm
okay.
just gonna go with audio. So, all right. So I need you to imagine a universe where every picture, every photo, every festival, every party you've ever been to is part of a larger story, a story that you can help create. I am building the M3 universe. It's literally a world that blends in music, mental health, personal growth with a huge lore behind it. So I need you to picture this, right? I need you to picture like a digital and a physical ecosystem where like the merch has certain collectible numbers. Like, you know how Jordans have a certain limited edition? Well, with us, it'll be merch has a limited edition, but it has also a story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Which unlocks puzzles, games, which is all connected to like an app, which I'm working on currently. But the heart of everything comes with the book. It's just a journey of basically my life, but also a journey through self-discovery and glitches and just human connection.
Got you. Okay. So let me make sure I'm following. First of all, love how you started with "Can you imagine?" That instantly painted the picture for me. Um, I'm reading the comments too. Somehow, like NFTs will be used with this, somehow collectibles, context, and everything. I love how you also brought it back, and I heard the last thing you were saying in terms of like this starts with the story, right? I think that's super important. I am curious though, when you say a universe and an app, is this a story that starts as a product like an app, or is this a story that starts out as a piece of content that then eventually leads into the product in the app?
Yes, that the second one. So yes, essentially I am I'm creating the book. I'm currently on chapter like 6. I'm
Okay.
creating the lore with that in order for me to push the product, which is the app and the story behind that. I'm also kind of creating a card system game that's along with that. I'm really big into the music festival scene, so
Mm-hmm.
goes out to that creative side of the music festival scene, but also can go worldwide and hit different markets.
There's a lot of different entry points here. I like this. I see
Right.
someone just asked, is the goal to create a collaborative community? That's a great
Correct.
question.
Yes, essentially it is because like I've been following you for weeks and I love what you've been doing and all your videos, and it's like yes, we are all alone in this, so essentially we have to build a community of people that want to do stuff that we want to do so that we
Yep.
could do it all together, so that way we could build this all together some way somehow, help you help me type thing. So yes, essentially yes, if people follow me on TikTok and Instagram mainly because I know TikTok is about to go, but
Yeah.
Yes, that's my story. That's my pitch. If you have any more questions.
I do. I have one last question. When you
Yeah.
explain this, like the story that you're building, what are two stories out that we would be familiar with that like makes up the story? So, for example, right, like with my animation, I would always say it's like if the Boondocks and Black Mirror had a baby. So, like, what is your version of that? Like, what are two familiar stories that maybe us, like in chat, like is familiar with that blend together makes the story that you're creating?
Okay, that's a very good question. I'm gonna say I'm a huge Harry Potter fan and Marvel fan, so I'm gonna say like a mixture of that, but then like let's say if they had a baby, but then that baby got raised by Rick and Morty, and in that kind of sense, it's a mixture of a lot of complex, cool, different things, but it all ties together with the journey that I've written and everything else.
No,
Yeah.
I love this. I mean, this is great. I will say, I mean, I don't know how long you've been on the live, but for the people that are new or the people that missed the last few sessions, it's like, again, I'm not voting on who gets to
Yeah,
talk that.
I know. I know the rules. I've been here. I actually I put an alarm to be like, let me check out this chick's live to like,
I mean,
maybe pitch one of my ideas. But yes, for whoever's listening, that's all I want to do. It's a community-based thing. I have a vision. I have a goal, and what I need everybody to understand is that goal and everything is easy. I'm
yeah.
just gonna say
That's
ChatGPT.
amazing. And I would also say too, like what you're talking about, and I don't know if you're familiar with this, but I'll end it off with you on this note. Is what you're doing just from like my own executive standpoint, just like conversations that I talk with a lot with some of my clients, is transmedia storytelling. I don't know if you know that or not, but you should. And it's actually
Transmedia. What do you mean by that?
like transmedia storytelling. I mean, I don't know if we have so much time, but what I will do is you can DM me. I'll send you some links that I think you'll find extremely helpful. That can just help you organize like your world building in that capacity. Because what transmedia storytelling is, when you can think of a Harry Potter, you can think of a SpongeBob, you can even think of like a Star Wars, right? Where you have a main story that starts out as like a movie, a TV show, a book, a comic book. It starts off as one medium, but then that story world begins to expand through different forms of media. So it could be an album, it could be a short film, it could be a video game, it could be a lunchbox set, it could be merchandise, it could be a video game, it could be a board game, it could be an amusement
Yes.
park. Like
Yes.
that is what transmedia storytelling is, and that is the actual term like in the industry that they use to describe what you're talking about. So when you're saying that to me and I'm listening to that, I'm actively understanding what you're talking about. I just didn't know if you knew that that's what you were talking about. So that's why I'm like, I'll leave you with this so you can go on that rabbit hole, because I think you would find it really helpful.
Yeah, thank you for that, because I just looked it up and I didn't realize that that's what there was a term for it, but essentially yes, that's where I'm.
Yeah, no, it's sick. I see you. No pun intended to Seers,
All
but
right.
literally though, it's like I see y'all. I see what y'all are doing. Like
Thank
I
you.
like it. So thank you. You know the rules. So I'll be back on Monday to announce who the winner is. But thank you so much for hopping on. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you very much. You keep it up.
Thank you. Bye. All right, y'all. So we got 2 more slots left. All right, we're gonna do Life with Lee. Then I'm gonna see Star Alchemist, and then I see our first girl is back on, so we're gonna have her be our last. You're really iconic for this. Oh, I appreciate that, Jamie. You know, I'm just be trying. I'm just out here doing the best I can with what I got. Hey.
Hello. Oh wait. Okay, camera. Oh God. Hold on. Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Okay, wait. Before I do my pitch, can I just say, as a fangirl, you helped me so much.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
I've been off of TikTok for like a week. I'm not always consumed, but create your own shit has truly helped me create my own shit. I know. So I'm here to give flowers as well.
Thank you.
And I'm interested to dive deeper. And okay, so here's my pitch and who I am. I'm a producer from New York City for about 10 years. And I now live in Mexico, another country. So US is home base, is family, but kind of what the previous people were saying, like creating that online community has been very difficult in the sense of finding what works for me here from what I've learned in New York, but also making it community based. So Create Your Own Shit was literally the tunnel to help me do it. So now, with that being said, I've created I'm working on 4 projects right now, mind mapping mental health through Amazon. I have a book club, and kind of like when I said my metaverse, it's basically different places people can come depending on where they want to meet me at. It's self-funded, so obviously living life in another country, as well as creating my own content, investing in platforms. The iPad will help with keeping it together without the team aspect. So that my pitch is, I'm creating a mental health space on Amazon. We so far have about 1.5 million viewers, and then my book club has about 2,000 consecutive viewers, 200,000 on an episode. So it's great where it's at standpoint, and now I'm in the expansion part, aka more money, more resources, more tools because of the Create Your Own Shit platform and how AI does help in that aspect. But that's my pitch. Fangirl, thank you very much. I really wanted to say hi. You will see and hear more from me. I'm a millennial, so that's why. The AI aspect was so new conceptually because I worked very hard in New York. Now being like, oh wait, we're just all digital now, and it is what it is. So pitch, I'm gonna ask for more like follow-ups on how, like, I did join the Seer.
You did. You
okay.
did.
I did. So I'm gonna dive deeper into all of what you have available, and this is my hi, nice to meet you. You will see more from me, okay?
I'm expecting it. I love that. One, congratulations. Two, thank you for what you're doing, not only, I mean, for yourself, but for the creative community as well. I want to just say, like, it's really nice to know that I wasn't crazy when I first decided to start that series of like, okay, I think if I want to start my own shit, there's so many other people that want to do the same. And they just need to connect with other like-minded people who also want to do that. So I'm like really excited for you. Also, again, like being a producer from New York, moving to Mexico, congratulations for making it out. Because that takes a different mentality and also the level of confidence within yourself to say, I can figure this out. Like, let me do it my way, and not having to feel like you have to conform to play a game that doesn't necessarily align with you. And I see you on that completely. Thank you for that. I am curious though. I know that you have 4 different projects. I know that you mentioned that the iPad would be utilized to kind of like organize that and just kind of get that together. What is like, let's say in the next 3 years, even though I know this year, next year is kind of unprecedented, so we don't really know what's in store. But let's say ideally in the next 3 years, how do you see all 4 of those projects working together and scaling?
Okay, thank you for asking that. So this is my first year here, and the whole year has been trial and error of different platforms. And again, back to how I kind of got back to you and meeting like, oh, there's more than what I thought. So I've tested out through December, different platforms. I have about 10. Okay. And the brand is Life with Lee, because I've had that since I left Florida to New York. Follow me, become an actor. I became a producer, all of my accolades. Now I'm scaling it to the point of taking what I've learned in New York, all of my high level clients, all of my resources, and now doing my own thing, but digitally, because we are moving towards that space. So with 2025 energy, whether you want to speak of it spiritually, naturally, all of that, it's become more of everyone does not align to the aspects of all of who you are. But if I am reading a book this month, how can I make that a community? If I am going through my own mental health crisis, but evolving and actually healing from it, how do I make that a thing? So it's called Mind Mapping Series on Amazon. It's something we've done for all of December, which is my numbers that I talked about. And it will be I don't know this yet, but your world that you're building or that you have, and now you're going to share. I will basically build my own world in that capacity. But so far, it's under my Life with Lee. So it's Life with Lee, the book club, Life with Lee, Mind Mapping Morning Series. I know it's kind of basic, and the name coming up is too much. I'm trying to create it at the same time.
No, I mean, literally though, Life with Lee, it is a lifestyle brand though. So I mean, it's still bringing it home, in my opinion, right? So I
Okay.
know that there are a lot of people that have like these brand names, even myself, right? Like I was the Gen Z exec for such a long time, but even now it's like I've grown. Not saying I've grown out of that. Like that is a part of my
Yes.
identity. But I think
Yes.
with you, like having Life with Lee, like even with J Mac Entertainment just said 3 word titles are perfect. Like it really is. It's easy to remember the alliteration. I was such a like English nerd in high school, so anytime something rolls off the tongue, like the alliteration Life with Lee, that's an instant stick to me. For
Yeah.
me, right? And just being a
Yeah.
creative person. But I love that. And yes, I will be sharing world building tools and resources, especially now that we know TikTok is getting banned. So I want to make sure that everyone is prepared and like also has the means to literally build their own shit. So thank you, girl. This was great.
Yes.
Thank you,
I
girl.
know. You will talk more. And thank you everyone for joining. This community is legit. And I say this as a woman in her 30s now in another country. This is it in the new realm. Girl, off of what you taught us, I have reached 1.5 million in less than a month. My third episode, I had like 500K, and I was like, damn, I need to really build my own shit. Like, when I see you on live, I was like, this the girl from Build Your Own Shit. I gotta hop in. I gotta, just because you're in it. You're in it. I kid you not. I kid you not. So,
You're
okay,
gonna make
love
me
you
cry on
down.
live. Thank you guys. Thank
Have a
you.
good
Oh my gosh, yes, again, winners will be announced on Monday, but thank you so much. And yes, we will sidebar.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Wow, 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 wow. What a night. And we are almost done. We have 15 minutes left. So I'm going to try to make sure we fit as many people as we can. We have technically, I know I initially wanted to only do 6 slots and we're already booked up, but I'm going to make an exception. Okay, it is a Friday night. But no, you guys are incredible. This is freaking incredible. Like you guys are incredible. And yeah, like this is a vibe. This is so sick. Okay, next we have Star Alchemist. They have been in this all day. All day.
What's going on?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right, let's see. Hi. All right, what's up?
Hey.
All right,
Yeah,
you ready? You
my
ready?
pitch is, well, my name is Curtis,
Hi, Curtis.
aka Star Alchemist, and I want to solve a problem that I see a lot with creatives,
Okay.
and it's that money and funding.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to create a network, a creative network that gives you the back end of dealing with the finances and setting you up to get the funding so you don't have to worry about, working 9 to 5, trying to juggle, creating something and working and trying to get the money. And also fund places where you could go to, like, there'll be like a house in New York and y'all could go create, like a creative house. Y'all could go create over there. So it's like a network that supports you in anything that you need up front. It's like a development. Because I don't see a lot of creative development going on. Because
Yeah.
everyone's like, turn on the camera, do this, do this. But sometimes we need that professional to come in and to tell you, do this, do that.
Yeah, so kind of like an AMP for creatives. That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking, or like an
yeah,
incubator, right? It's kind of like a creative incubator is what you're getting at a little bit of like, you know how they have like those accelerator programs, especially for
yeah,
like talented, gifted students or things like that, and they get those steps. That's basically kind of what you're saying, but for
yeah.
creative. Got it.
Because I don't see that in the space. Like, I see a lot of people struggling with that.
Yeah, for sure. Now, this is a VC, even though I'm not no VC, but like a venture capitalist business lady question. How would you be providing funding or would you be like connecting
Oh no,
creatives with people that have funding?
we'll be helping them get the funding.
Okay, got you.
So
Okay.
they could be independent and they're relying on us. It's like a starter pack. Like, all right, you could come to us, we'll build you up, and then you can go and you don't have to keep relying on us. I
So
want independent.
you want independent. So then my question is like a fiscal sponsorship. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is that kind of what you're thinking, like a financial sponsorship in a way?
It's like a network. I feel like it's like a network that helps you. What is it? What can I? It's like a network that helps you build yourself up, like your brand, and
Yeah.
stabilize you. Like like businesses, like all structure. We'll know how to structure yourself. We'll help you with your own structure on the financial and creative side, on both sides.
So, okay, now let me ask you,
Okay.
what do y'all get from this? If someone goes through the program or they go through every single step, let's say they scale and they make it really big, they're independent. How does that bring it back to you guys? That's what I'm thinking, but I'm trying to see where his vision is at. So I'm curious, how do you see it? No pun intended to Seers, but low key, like how do you see it?
I would say they'll reference us. Like they could refer us to other people. Like, oh, how you do this? And they'll refer people
Mm,
to us, and we'll just help them. And because we don't want to. We could keep it in circle, like the X-Men,
yeah.
and have a house, and then build people up, and then go out and do their own thing. But they always come back because we'll have the resources. Like when they using
Mm,
cameras,
yeah.
they'll use our cameras, or they use our people who filming, like stuff like that.
Got you. Hmm.
Because we don't know how to fund our stuff. We just want to know. We just want to teach other people how to fund their own as well.
Got you. So my last question for you is with this iPad, let's say everyone in Sears World decides to vote and they're like, yep, like Curtis, like he is the one that should absolutely get it. How would you utilize this iPad to move your first steps along?
My first steps along,
Mm-hmm.
I would go. I would buy a keyboard and make it my like official laptop that I could move around.
Got
Like,
you.
cause I'm in the South, so I need to like travel more
Yeah.
instead of like bringing my phone and my actual other laptop that's like heavy. I
Mm-hmm.
use that to travel more.
Gotcha. Okay. No, that makes sense, especially with all the creatives that you're trying to help.
Yeah.
Like, all right. All right, cool, Kurt. Like you,
Thank
you
you.
know the rules. I'm not gonna repeat it this time, but we will be
No, I know.
announcing winners on Monday. And I appreciate you so much and thank you for what you want to do for the creative community.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing. All right, y'all. Okay. We got 10 minutes left. Wow. Maybe I need to do this well, I don't know about every night, but low key, because we only got 9 days left on TikTok. So I may be doing it every night. I don't know if I have a budget to award 9 iPads, but we'll see. We will see. We will see. But everyone's been so great. All right, let's see if our main girl is back. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi. I couldn't figure out how to get my camera on, but I
That's
did
okay.
post the websites on my TikTok page. So if y'all want to see the visuals, you can. It definitely adds to the experience, but I'm gonna start my pitch now.
Okay, go ahead.
So I created Lovelore, which is an arts, media, and entertainment conglomerate created to house the Black women's renaissance. It's based on the mythology of love to counteract misogynoir's characterizations of anger, aggression, and masculinity with themes of love, romance, and femininity. It uses a hybrid venture capital and in-house production business model to invest in pop culture through 4 subsidiaries. And it includes a content creation based digital media network, a visual and recording arts investment label, a joint publishing house and on-screen production studio, and a fashion, hair, and cosmetics franchise.
And you did good. Is that all for the pitch?
I mean, technically no, because I would like to get into our first investment venture, which would be my personal brand, but you can see that on the TikTok.
Okay. Well, I mean, go ahead. Go into that because that's going to be the foundational piece, right? So I am curious on what that looks like and how you envision for that and what the plans are for that. But I love this so far. I mean, it's well thought out, and I can tell that there's a lot of moving parts into this ecosystem that you're building.
So the first investment venture is my personal brand, which is titled Ebe Love, Diaries of a Philocalist. It includes 4 show-like segments on my YouTube channel, which is my vlog series, which is of the same name as the brand. A fangirls interlude where I hone my skills as a creative through creating fan art, fan fiction, musical covers, and then I have Cupid's Hotline, which is a visual podcast where I break down how neurodivergent and creative Black women can achieve self-actualization through self-love. And then I have Cupid's Dollhouse, where I put together the looks for the podcast.
So out of those concepts, like which do you feel called to like prioritize the most? And I see y'all's comments too, by the way, but you know, I'm trying to manage. But yes, I'm curious about that. Like out of those like different segments, like which do you feel most called to?
I feel called to the vlog series because documenting my lifestyle, I do a lot of things. So I feel like that's the most cohesive way. I definitely want to show other neurodivergent Black women how they can incorporate all the things that they care about into an ecosystem rather than feeling like they have to pick one thing.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I resonate with that as a neurodivergent Black woman. So I feel you on that wholeheartedly. And then same question that I asked, like a proof of concept. I think so. But I am curious, like similar to, you know, the last question that I asked, and sorry for my phone, y'all, my bad. Is what would you do with the iPad necessarily? And like how would that be useful to you within your first steps? Because I haven't looked at your website yet, but I'm sure just based on like how you presented it, I'm sure like it looks really tight. So I'm just curious on what you need the iPad for and how it would be utilized to kind of help your vision go along.
Content creation is my main priority. I need a high-powered iPad to, I make the art, I make the music, everything that goes into producing a very high visual production. And then also on the side, like I also would keep all of the creations, like writing, music, anything I create would be on the iPad.
Got you. Okay, cool. I see Lex saw the website. She said it looks amazing. She loves the artwork. Is there anybody in the chat that has a question and or any insights? I think it's important that all of us share our insights as well. But as for me, it's very like cut and clear. Like I understand what you're trying to do. I know that you need the support for content creation. And then also like will eventually all of this be on your website or will this be more so like all of it will still kind of be on the different social media platforms just so everyone like will be all housed in like one space like your own world eventually or will it kind of just be on like all the socials so people know where to find you?
I'm placing it on different socials for discovery purposes, but the main focus is keeping it in a centralized place. So website and finding an app where I can house all of it in the same place.
Got you. Okay, cool. Alrighty. On her YouTube. I mean, yes, but like, oh yeah, she answered the question. All right, cool. Thank you, my lovely. Like I was saying earlier, I saw you popping in and out, but you know, we are allowing the Seers to vote in Seers World of who wins this iPad, and then we're announcing the winner on Monday at 6. So make sure you tune back in, and I will also let the winner know directly via DM. But you know, just want to make sure that everyone knows what to expect after they hop off today.
It is an umbrella business. It's an umbrella of business. It has 4 subsidiaries, so it's like the main company and then the 4 ones individually are their own ecosystems.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, guys. So that is number 7. We have 5 minutes left until 7 o'clock. So it's up to you guys. Do you think we should try to fit one more? I'm trying to figure out how to file that properly as a business, my umbrella. Honestly, as someone who has kind of like an umbrella business, I mean, I would always go LLC and then just offer the different departments and or structuring. I don't think that's a filing thing. I think it's more of just like an organizational thing. One more. All right, we're doing one more. It's Lex with the hearts. Let's see. Hey, Lex.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up?
What's up? So my name is Lex, and I want to build a platform called WeFund. And what it initially does is I have funders on the platform, and they fund creatives, but only for projects. So let's say a funder, but the funder has to be in that career field and in that niche. So a writer wouldn't get funded with the musician. A artist wouldn't get funded with the writer. You have to be in the same niche, and then also we'll have a questionnaire. So to make sure that your morals, your integrity, and your viewpoints are in alignment, because that's like the major thing when it comes to backing is that sometimes you hit that bump of like, okay, we're not in alignment, and then that messes up the whole entire kind of flow of the project.
Yeah.
So on WeFund, it'll kind of generate a group of people. Like, okay, so let's say the artist is connected with the funder that's in that market, in that field. We'll have a like kind of like a picking, and then they'll have a meeting, and then it'll go on from there.
Amazing. Okay, so I see people are saying it's integral. Seeing NFTs being put into play. I love this, and I love kind of like the matchmaking aspect a bit to it of like that it's not a random person just trying to get into your idea because they think it's worth it. Like that there's going to be a level of alignment. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm curious, like what made you come up with this idea necessarily?
So what made me come up with the idea is, for one, supply and demand. I see like creatives always like, okay, I can't find backing, but then sometimes when they do find backing, it's again that thing of like, okay, we're not in alignment, or they're being kind of used for the other person's gain. In this situation, it's not beneficial for one party, it's beneficial for both parties in the sense that they have the same vision, the same morals, and the same viewpoints. So the only blockages you should kind of come up against is really nothing. I kind of get that out of the way with that process of like, we're actually taking time to make sure that when we match these people with that funder, they are actually the right type of, group or in alignment with that funder, and the artist is also going to be aligned with the funder that's in alignment with them.
Right. No, that makes a lot of sense. And I see someone in the chat was just like a mentorship incubator investor who is equally passionate about the project. That's what it sounds like to me. And that's what it sounds like really cool, like making sure that that is something where that foundation is the literal foundation of that project anyways.
Correct.
Where would the platform exist? Web, app, social media, or all? That's a good question.
It'll definitely be on all the above. I feel like to make it the most efficient, I don't want to create scarcity in an already scarce environment. I want people to have access to this so we can help as many creatives as possible. If we make it on one platform or we put it on one little thing, we only have one niche. We're only going to help a certain amount of people. If we open it up on a wider scale, we can reach more people. We can help more people, which at the end of the day, that's the main goal. So it's gonna have to be on all. I'm an all or nothing type of person. So that's just how I look at things.
Understood. Someone, MK said like Tinder for investors and artists. Is that like a ways in which you would describe it, or is there a better way that you would describe like the familiarity?
I definitely wouldn't say a Tinder thing because again, that's the power's in your hand, in the one person's hands. That's if I like you or not. In this situation, it's in both parties' hands because we're in alignment. Then when we either decide to go forward or not, we have a sit down, we have a discussion. It's more open. On Tinder, that's kind of like, like I said, if I like you, I swipe left, or if I don't like you, I swipe. Come on, nah, that's not an equal give and take. It's not even a fair kind of field to say, and that's probably why sometimes that's not successful. You get me?
Yeah.
Because you're going off of a look thing. You're not actually kind of getting to know somebody or knowing if their integrity, their morals, their background is in alignment with you. And those things are fundamental for all around in life.
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, I don't know if they were even referring to it from the lens of like, just like an interface standpoint of Tinder, or just like not necessarily the social implications, but I get where you're coming from.
I get it. I was just like trying to cover all because it was such an open-ended question.
Yeah, that's true. No, that makes sense. And this is my question for you, like my last question. For that interface standpoint, what does that ideally look like if you have an idea? And it's okay if you don't. Like, I'm just generally curious of like how you envision a platform like that looking for a creative mind, like creative minds, because as you know, we're creative. So it's a matter of like, what are we looking at? How is this stimulating our mind? And I'm just curious if you thought about that, what that interface would look like.
Yeah, I definitely thought about the interface. It's kind of like how how you post on your page things that are in alignment with your audience.
Mm-hmm.
So the funders will also have a page, and the artists will also have a page. So we can kind of go look at each other's things, and then also you can just post on the interface as a whole, because we will not put your on an algorithm of somebody that's not in your niche.
Yeah.
So that's like a main focus, is like keeping people in the same niche connected, because then we kind of almost have the same vision, or
Mm-hmm.
we can come up with the same creative ideas.
Got you. No, that makes a lot of sense. And I honestly think that it's good that you're considering those things and thinking ahead of it too, because I think a lot of times, as you know, and as a creative, but also like as a businesswoman, like I just have the ability to speak on the duality of those two different worlds. Not many creatives want to understand how the business world functions, and vice versa. Like a lot of people in the business world may understand why creativity is so important, but may not necessarily know how to tap into that, right? So I love that you're considering both sides and making sure like those investors, but like those artists, they also have something that complements them, and like you can't teach that level of consideration. So I just appreciate it. Let's see. Would you have an option for people with multiple niches? That's a really good question.
Yes, and you would be matched with funders who have multiple niches, but that are also in those same niches. Like if you're a writer, an artist, and a musician, you'll get matched with a funder that's a writer, an artist, and a musician. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm.
And then also the funders, I forgot to mention, the funders, the only way you can become a funder is if you actually have resources to push through the projects. So the funders also have to have a team of resources that are proven. So these things are actually getting pushed off the ground. I'm not going to say, okay, yeah, I got you funding, and then, oh, it's going to fall through because the resources aren't there.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay. Well, look, y'all, that's a great way to end tonight in terms of finale and all the amazing ideas. Lex, thank you so much. And thank you again for what you're considering about doing for the creative community. As you know, I mean, you've done the work. So, we need something like this. So I just
Yeah.
appreciate you coming up and sharing and, letting people know like this is what you're thinking. And this is why we're doing this again, especially now that we know that TikTok will be no longer in 9 days. It's important for us to start, organizing now. So I just appreciate you. And again, we will be announcing who wins the iPad on Monday at 6 p.m.
No
Eastern.
problem. Thank you again. I appreciate the time.
Of course. All right, y'all. So look, it's 7 o'clock. No usher, if y'all get me. All right. So look, I just want to say before we get into some of the details, I want to ask how y'all feeling. Those that have been from the very beginning, those who came in the middle. Does it make sense? How do y'all? How are y'all feeling? There were so many amazing people that came on. So one, thank you to everyone who not only just watched but participated. This was the first time and just like a tester to even see like, okay, like I have this iPad that, it's just been sitting collecting dust. I haven't opened it, I haven't done anything with it. But like also I understand like there are so many people that want to build their own shit. And there's so many people that I see connect in the comments and building their own shit and helping each other out. And I'm like, we really should just like have a safe space in order to do that. Again, I am not the best developer or coder in the world, but I did build my own world because I had a feeling that TikTok was going to go somewhere. And I just felt like there should be a space for other seers, other visionaries, other creatives who may just be thinking outside of the box to go. So I just definitely want to say thank you to everyone here, and just it's really refreshing. And I gardened a little bit before, so I'm not trying to cry and tear up on TikTok. I don't think that's too professional of me, but it was super productive. I think all the ideas were great, and I really think that everyone here has a vision, and I just really appreciate it. Even saying your pitch out loud is helpful. Exactly. Like I also want to say, you guys, like it takes a lot of courage to just come up here, let alone like express your idea, even just with the minute. I know the timer hearing that is like a bit kind of scary as well. It could be a bit intimidating, even with like some tech issues. So I just want to say how grateful and how appreciative I am and how real AF y'all are for doing that. Like a lot of people don't and can't say that they've done stuff like that. So thinking this is amazing. Just thank you. I'm in transmedia. Yeah, for real. I'll send you the transmedia links. Thank you guys. So look, this is what we're gonna do. I'm thinking about potentially doing this. I don't know every night, but I definitely feel like I want to do this 2 to 3 more times before TikTok does get banned, because I don't know how they're going to execute that ban. But as you guys do know, the winner will be announced Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want to figure out, well, how do I win if you didn't pitch? You guys can go to Seers World right now. It's linked in my bio. That first link in your bio, join Seers World. I'm going to upload the poll now. That's what I gotta get off so I can actually upload the poll. Because I wanted to hear all the ideas thoroughly. I didn't want to create the poll ahead of time because I didn't know who was gonna come on. I wanted this to be as organic as possible. Again, I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in like organizing and structuring things that we tend to forget what like actually matters. And the whole point of this was for people to feel comfortable enough to share their ideas, other people hear them. And so now it's our, chance to decide out of the 8, just so y'all can see it, hopefully my phone doesn't drop. Like literally out of the 8, excuse my chicken scratch of handwriting, there was a lot to unpack. Like I'm gonna be sitting with this myself as well. But again, the voting period will be for 3 days. So if you don't have an answer tonight, that's okay. If you don't have an answer tomorrow, that's okay. But you will have to put your answers in before 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. So I'm just letting y'all know now. Also, to vote, go to Seers World. It's free. I'm not charging y'all nothing. I just want to make sure that you guys have access to the ability to vote and to have your voices heard, because it is so important. It's not a matter of just what I think, but it's a matter of what we collectively think and what we think, what idea is most deserving. I mean, all of them are deserving. If I had 8 iPads, I would give all of y'all some iPads, but unfortunately I don't at the moment. But I'm just grateful you making a vid on this live, like summarizing everything. Yes, I am. So I am actually recording this. So I will be posting highlights in the world. I will also be posting highlights on my YouTube. I actually need to edit a YouTube video that I was supposed to post last week, but I got caught up with some work stuff. It's been over a month since I posted on my YouTube, but as everything is going on TikTok, I will be posting more consistently on my YouTube. All of that's in the link in my bio, multiple links. You guys can also find me on Instagram. Where is the world? It's linked in my bio. It's the first link in my bio. Called Seers World, and you're gonna see like a little orange asterisk. It's gonna be that first link. So guys, I just want to say before I jump, how are we feeling? We're excited. I think I'm gonna probably do this every other night. I'm gonna try to see if I can get some extra funds to get some more iPads, so we can do this consistently and we can actually leave TikTok off with a bang. Since they want to bang, we can leave off with a bang. But no, in all seriousness, guys, thank you so much. I really am like very humbled, and I will see you guys, no pun intended on that, but I will see you guys very, very soon. Have a good night, y'all. Be careful and be safe.